What's going on? We're notable trainers.
I'm hitting recording.
Are you recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This episode of the LuredUp podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here at the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by the community. And you can join that community of supporters on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And that $1
Just
will
a dollar?
get you, just $1.
Just $1.
That $1, you look, Adam's right there.
And Ken's right there.
That's so weird. We're opposite, the way.
I know. Okay, he's
Yeah.
over there, but
Yeah,
really he's
see,
right
you're
next to me.
breaking the magic. But yeah, with that $1, you'll get access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people.
Fantastic people.
And we currently have a goal of hitting $500 in support on our Patreon. You can help us out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor. With tiers as low as $1 a month, you can support a collective of hardworking, part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon, podcasting, and the community here at the Pokemon Professor Network. All right, let's get into the episode.
Ken, what are we going to talk about today?
I almost said something very inappropriate.
Can you roll down the topics? This is taking too long.
What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to a very special Go Fest edition of LuredUp, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves.
We took it really seriously this
Adam
weekend.
just had a lot of coffee, can you tell? LuredUp is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today's Sunday, July 7th, 2024, and this episode is being recorded
live.
Sort of.
Well,
we are recording it.
I mean, it's in front of a live audience.
We have our community here in the background. We are in Harlem, New York at Hold on, let me pull them up so everybody can say what's up. This is a lot of fun. We get to do this every so often when we have live events. But I'm going to just flip the camera here so we get. There's everybody. What's up? There's Jamal from the Way Spotters. We got a bunch of peeps here. We're all hanging out. So look, Adam's right next to me. Look, it's me, Adam. But yeah, no, we're really excited to record today because we get to do this with the community and we get to do it after walking about 1,000 miles.
Yeah, we get to sit down. That's actually why we like doing this right now, because we don't have to be walking because our dogs have been barking all weekend.
No, Go Fest just wrapped up a couple hours ago. Actually, 3 hours ago was the last spawns
I was still doing
of
raids,
Go Fest 2 seconds ago. But we're going to share our experiences of the weekend with the notable trainer meet and greet. We had the New York State of Grind on Saturday. Just our overall experiences of the weekend. I think it would be fun to talk about what we expect next year at a Go Fest, where it could be.
A water park?
If we think we could maybe see a city safari or a safari zone in our future, that'd be fun to talk about. And then finally, we'll wrap up with a conversation of how we'll actually have no time to prepare or relax or to soak our feet or anything.
We might be able to go through our box and delete a couple things, but
Global Go Fest is next week, so we have absolutely
I thought
no
we had
time.
a week gap, and we do not have a week gap.
No, it's literally happening very soon. So, Adam, let me hear your hot takes on Go Fest. We played all weekend long. We put in a lot of miles, a lot of kilometers. What's your overall take on everything?
I feel like the raids, there weren't enough gyms at
He's already saying
I'm already spicy. I know.
Captain Complaino.
No. There wasn't enough gyms in the park. I feel like they were clustered together and not spread out enough where you could be in the center and get a bunch of them. It would almost
but you think that was by design to make people move, though?
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna move anyways. But it almost felt forced. You had to not walk in the specific spot because you should be able to reach them from where you are. Shouldn't be. Oh, it's asking me to use a remote raid pass, and I'm literally 2 steps away. That's frustrating. That's frustrating.
Randall's Island, in my opinion, is a very funky layout. So there's 4 different habitats, but the habitats are spread out and kind of split by this area of walking that it's just a path. So
and there's nothing on that.
Well,
path.
there's a string of Pokestops that didn't function at all. They wouldn't
Yeah, the ones that go under the bridge. It's like,
yes,
why weren't they working?
And if I remember correctly, they didn't work last year. They didn't work last year.
They didn't work last year.
So I don't know, but the layout is kind of funky. It really divides the habitats into like 2 and 2. We had brilliant skies, and the ghost one.
The spider. I don't know. All I know is the stop. So like, it was a spider web. That's all.
There wasn't really a build up of any physical habitat or anything like that like we've seen in past years for the ghost one. It was just like the cotton spider webs that you get at like
the dollar store.
Yeah. But layout aside, though, how did your experience go and with playing and being on foot? Like, what was it like?
I think this is like when I saved up my 178
which is
regular
that's
premium
absurd,
passes
by the way.
that I've been saving up for so long. How many I don't know how many I still have. How many Necrozmas did I say?
You said you did 72 Necrozma raids.
72 Necrozma raids. Okay, that's
I didn't go in with that.
And
many
I still
passes.
have 76. So in total, I did 100 plus raids
with
premium passes, plus all of the free ones that we got as well from the ticket.
Yeah, well, shout out to Niantic for hooking us up with tickets. We were able to get all the add-ons and everything, so we had a very healthy city experience over the weekend.
Yeah,
with the
I
Raid
didn't
Lover
finish
and
my research until the last day, so
that's typical.
That was frustrating.
I'm gonna
that's on me though. That's on
get
me.
the research done immediately so I can stop thinking about it, because otherwise I'm just gonna be like a ball of anxiety the whole time. So it's like I just want to be stressed out in the beginning, get it done, and move on. And it forced you to walk to each of the different habitats, which made it a little bit more challenging because you had to spend the time to be in transit.
And I feel like you wanted to be in just like one spot and just walk around in that one spot.
Did we talk about it was disgustingly hot?
It was like 91 degrees, something like that. 98? No, I don't know.
Well,
was it close to 100? I don't know.
Saturday was horrible because we had like a torrential downpour between the 8 and 9 o'clock hours, which made the entire day just super humid and gross, and everyone was just drenched. It was disgusting. I think I was sweating for probably 48 hours straight. It was
I think we took like 2 or 3 showers that day.
Yeah, together.
Not gonna lie, not together.
But no, it was that's what people want to see. Like, picture it didn't happen. But
we still need you with the Pikachu bikini.
Yes.
From like one of our like first episodes.
That we did talk about.
Because it was that Hot Topic, and you needed to buy it.
There was also this Etsy accessory, if I remember correctly. But no,
we don't talk about Bruno.
So catching wise though, just on the grind.
So it didn't feel like there was a lot of Pokemon that spawned. As weird as that sound, like every time I looked at the game, I didn't see a cluster. I just saw like 1 or 2 or 3 Pokemon just at each stop, and it's like everything was lured up. Yeah, waiting for everybody to get that.
Yeah.
And it's just, why weren't there more Pokemon?
I think that there's too many Pokestops, and that made the game board look so crowded that it covered, plus all the animations. They had special lures on everything, so you had all these animations going on with the lures. You had just an absolutely insane amount of stops. So you couldn't even see the Pokemon. It was the Go Plus was doing, when you're in those clusters, you had to like rely on the Go Plus for the most part.
Yeah, if you did not have a Go Plus Plus or Go Plus or a Pokeball Plus or something else that we don't talk about, I don't know how you got away with like enjoying the game. I know that's hard, but like if you're like, this event is like all about the raids, and you want to raid with friends, and the raid lobbies fill up so fast. So if you're a rural trainer, like it's hard to do raids. So like this is like my time to shine. So I went ham on Ultra Beast raids.
Yeah, but what about the problem with the density of the Pokestops was that
there weren't enough gyms.
But you didn't have that cluster experience. Like there's times where I'll be at home and there'll be two stops that are like as close as they could possibly be together.
Yep.
And I'll go to click on one and it's like I click the stop, back out, click the stop. I'm like, no, back in and back. It's like this was like 10 times worse than that because there were stops everywhere, especially if there was like a rocket grunt on it or something like that. And you have to go through the animation and everything. It's like
especially
tedious.
in the city. There's definitely a lot of rocket grunts.
But I don't think anyone really had an issue with resources and consumables like balls and revives and everything.
I had way more than enough. So your tip on storing Pokeballs really didn't help me.
Bro,
much.
I ended up.
I'm just saying.
I brought 1,800 Pokeballs and 4,000 Ultra Balls. I let the Go Plus do its thing the whole time. I ran Spatial Rend all day Saturday, Sunday, and I had. I have about 200 balls or something like that in the inventory right now. Let me.
I will say I did not have Spatial Rend on all weekend because I just simply wasn't wanting to commit so many rare candies to Palkia when I knew that I needed them for my recently traded Hundo Lucky Circuitry. And I just finally, with like the last few Guzzlord raids that I did, had enough Candy XL to max it out. So I'm very excited that I have 2 Ultra Beasts now, 100%. So still looking for Blacephalon, Necrozma, Kartana. I don't even have a stack Attacker.
You don't have no decks?
Nope. I'm very upset about it. So
all right.
But that's my fault. I wasn't doing remote raids.
So general gameplay aside, what one of the main reasons we were here was Niantic bringing us out for the notable trainer meet and greet, which we did Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
We appreciate it.
Yep, thank you, Niantic. Thank you.
It was a blast.
Awesome. Hashtag
awesome
sponsored.
meeting the community.
But we were in the booth in the morning session alongside Trainer Club and Pokédaxi, Swagron 333, and it was absolutely awesome. The reaction to us was probably the strongest it's ever been for one of our meet and greets. We've done these now 3 years. We did Seattle, we did New York last year, and now New York again this year. And the community came out in force. Tons of people that came out last year came back to see us.
Yes.
That was really cool. One of the cool things I liked being next to Pokédaxi was that his demographic and his community is completely different than ours. So one of the things I wanted to ask you, and this fits with like Daxi's thing, I noticed way more families, way more young kids, like 5 to 10-year-old, and like parents wearing Pokemon Go shirts, pushing strollers, and like you could tell that this has become this new wave of trainers are very different from like the first gen or second gen of trainers. Like this had a whole new vibe where it was way more family focused, and I love that. I thought that was really cool. And you would see like the young kids see Pokédaxi and lose their minds because they're, they see him on YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. And then they'd come over and the kids would be like, I'll take a sticker, but what's a podcast? It's like, 'cause they're 6 years old, you know what I mean?
It's so, like, we've been doing this since the beginning.
Yeah, they're like, we've been doing this podcast longer than you've been alive, young man. But it was definitely cool to see that and being paired up with Trainer Club, who's got, a very diverse lineup, Swagron with the international lineup. It was awesome. And then in the afternoon notable trainer meet and greets, it was Zoe, Gilly, True Inferno, Landor Alpha, and Awesome Adam. So in Awesome Adam's first time around with this. So it was really cool to see that. But I definitely wanted to thank everyone that came to see us. We raffled off 3 Go Plus Pluses, and it was just a success all the way through. Very cool seeing all the local New York trainers, all the trainer group from Red Bank that came up to see us, and of course all the LuredUp community, some of which that are in this room with us right now, which is amazing. But it was just
it's all where the
attention's
at. Like that's like Daxi knows where the attention's at, and that's why there's so many people waiting for him.
No, it was awesome. It was awesome, and it's cool because when we did this last year, in our group was Trainer Club and Gilly, and there was a big push on Trainer Club and Gilly, and it's just interesting to see how over time the community changes and the responsiveness to content changes, because everybody's content is kind of adapted and changed to the changes in Pokemon Go, and I think that's what breathes new life into the content, is that the game has changed so much. So you have to create content for kind of a new player base. Like, there's creators like JT Valor are kind of on an island where they create this content for everyone and hardcore trainers and new trainers, and he can grind his butt off, and it's accessible to everybody. And then you have other creators like us where we're in a niche. Sorry, pen pal Simon. A niche thing where even our format is kind of funky for some trainers. And then you have Trainer Club, who's like specifically on YouTube. It's just cool how it's all kind of come together. It's like this amalgamation of like very diverse content creators and diverse trainers and diverse community members. It's just really cool to see how it's
together, though.
Yeah, it's developed into like a whole new thing this year, and it felt completely different. The gameplay, of course, all that stuff is very familiar, very similar. But from what I've seen with the community, the people that are at these events are diehard. They're super hardcore. Everybody's wearing merch. We see people on the train. We start chit-chatting with them. Yeah. And, they're like, no, I've been to, this is my third Go Fest, or this is, my fifth event. I do community day every month. So it's just very cool to see how the game has developed and what Go Fest is in 2024. It's definitely different compared to like Chicago 2018, 2019. It's a completely night and day difference with just the vibe of the overall game, which is really cool. So if you came to the meet and greet, thanks so much.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes. And if you didn't win a Go Plus Plus for Go Fest
hopefully
Global,
you got a ticket, or hopefully you got a pin or a sticker.
Yep. Or a Christmas ornament.
Well, that was
Adam
exclusive.
gave out Christmas ornaments. No, but if you didn't win Go Plus Plus, we're going to be doing another giveaway for GoFest Global. So make sure you check out our socials for that and all that good stuff. All right, let's talk about Saturday, because that was the New York State of Grind. We've been pumping the hell out of this event for so long. We had a bunch of incredible trainers.
This was an amazing time.
We got to start by saying 95 degrees out and humid. It was brutal.
It was disgusting.
Brutal heat, where if you were not under shade, it was painful. Like, it was scorching hot.
Yeah, the sunburns are there. Like, my face, I don't know, you can't really see it. I feel like I applied a lot of sunscreen Saturday, where I didn't Friday. And I was like, my face was beet red.
No, it was brutal. It was hot. And if you're on the pavement or on the street, you would just feel the heat coming up, bouncing off the ground, like cooking your under your chin and under
my
your
phone
cheeks.
could barely hold the charge because the batteries were just as hot, working just as hard.
I'm investing in one of those phone coolers. I saw everybody rocking the phone coolers, the magnetic ones.
Oh yeah, Libra had one.
I was like, yeah, Libra showed me this one. He was like,
he put it on me, and I'm like, wow, that is ice.
Yeah, I'm gonna
cold.
put it on my neck. Like, forget cooling the phone.
Just put it on my chest. I'll feel like Iron Man.
Like Iron Man. But no, it was blazing hot. But so the New York State of Grind, what it was, 1 p.m. we met up at the RFK Bridge, which is the northern bridge of Randall's Island, and
I think that was the hardest part. That was the hardest
part. It's confusing as
hell.
No.
It was so hot going over that bridge because there's no shade, no cover. The bridge is just being cooked, as we all were.
And you're going uphill, too. You're going
uphill.
But we, I don't know, I think we started with about 30, which was awesome. And then when we got up over the bridge onto the Manhattan side, the Harlem side, we met up with OmniSec and the Omni Squad over there, which I think he had about 20 or so, which was great. We had Dandy in the Bronx with us. We had a bunch of other podcasters. The Waste Spotters were there. Justin from Special Conditions. As the Pokeball turns, Hamtaro was there. Lane from Good Morning Johto ended up did he meet us? He met us. Yeah, he met up with us. We ended up picking up people along the way, and based on like what we did last year, which was something very similar, a little bit longer.
Only went weaved in and out of
There was
Central
like an
Park.
attrition rate. Yeah. Every 15 minutes, people were dropping off, dropping like flies. And I'm like, there's no way that this group is going to make it in numbers to the end because of the heat. And still, we just played all morning, and now we have a 5-mile grind to Nintendo at Rockefeller Plaza. We pretty much walked straight down Fifth Avenue along Central Park. And I got to say, the group that we were with, absolutely elite trainers, absolutely hardcore.
They crushed it.
They absolutely crushed it. And
I tried to give out some ornaments there to anybody that
would take them.
No, not anybody would take them. Anybody that made it through the grind.
Well,
so.
we took when we did last year's, we had stopped for like bathroom breaks every half an hour or something like that, and it was just too much. And Omni's like, yo, we need to stop for bathroom. I'm like, we must press on. We must keep moving. And we didn't do like a bathroom break till like the center of Central Park, which was the right thing to do.
Yeah,
because we took about a 25-minute like cool off, got some food, got some drinks, and plowed on. Giggity. And then by the time
the whole time, I think we people did like grab a drink here and there, keep going. You know, it was
well, we were the thing where we were like losing people would catch up and all that. But every time we would stop,
yelling at me because I'm too far behind.
Of course, I'm yelling at you. But every time we would stop to do a raid, then that group that had fallen behind would catch up, and it's like, oh my god, the group is still like 40 people deep. And then by the time we got to Nintendo, we had 40 plus people, which was incredible. So if you were on the New York State of Grind, you were one of those 40 people. Shout out to you. You're hardcore. And
amazing.
I think that this is something, this tradition we'll continue doing at every Go Fest we attend, where we're just gonna have some kind of hardcore run through the gameplay. And for a city experience, I think it was the absolutely perfect thing. And when we were going down Fifth Avenue next to Central Park, we had tons of tree cover. So it's like we had shade.
That was nice.
It was like a lifesaver.
The other thing was, though, like, the sidewalk is so like jagged and rickety. Yep. Like every time I was walking, my foot's just like.
You're breaking your ankles.
It literally felt like I was gonna snap my ankle or sprain my ankle or something. It was like I could feel it. Like my toes were gripping each rock as I was walking, and it's like, oh.
All right. Well, with the city experience being amazing, right? The park experience was awesome. The city experience is awesome, but what's up for next year? Like the rumor has it, no one knows for sure, right? But they were like, oh, they signed a 2-year deal to have Go Fest in New York for 2 years in a row. Now they're up for, it's up for.
I want to see it in Seattle again. It was beautiful.
But
this time of the year.
But dude, does it make sense to go back to a place that's already been, or do you go somewhere different? Do you do it in Florida? Do you do it in Texas? Do you do it, I don't know. Like, those places are too hot. Like, does it get hotter than 95 degrees in New York in July 4th? Oh, yeah. Oh, first of all, July 4th weekend? Really? Like, this was like I don't know what made this decision, go besides availability of Randall's Island. I can't think of any reason that there would be an intentional reason to do it this weekend besides them saying, hey, it's this weekend or no weekend.
Yeah.
Because everybody's travel was a couple extra bucks more. Everybody's, lodging was a couple $100 extra. It was just...
It's bad for your wallet.
It was bad for the wallet. Mm-hmm. It's bad. And the city's expensive enough.
Yeah.
But, no, it's like...
Food is just insane here.
Dude, and there were some really good food trucks at Go Fest. But let me tell you, my son went to the food trucks. I made the mistake of just giving him the green light. He comes back with some rice balls and a chicken sandwich. And he's like... He goes, man, that food was expensive. I was like, well, how much was it? He's like, I don't know, $34. I'm like, bruh, come on, man. Killing me, dude.
Yeah, I think anything like $10 or under is like...
$10 and under was a steal.
Cheap. Yeah, that was steal. Yeah.
But no, the city experience being so good, does this mean we move away from New York for Go Fest, but maybe do a city safari in New York? I think that would make total sense. I think I would like... I enjoy the city experience far more than the park experience.
Yeah, especially with New York. I mean, even New York though, the gyms, they could have added extra gyms just all around Central Park. Like I feel like again there wasn't enough.
No, they added some within Central Park.
Yeah,
they pumped up Central Park.
But that's it. It's like around the rest of the city. Mm-hmm. It's like it just felt like I had to walk a long time to get to another raid. It felt not.
But even like Bryant Park, Trainer Club had that thing last year that put Pokemon Go really on security's map for Bryant Park.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we don't want to do this anymore. We don't want Pokemon trainers coming here. And they wouldn't, for the most part, Bryant Park was dry.
There's one gym with one raid.
On each end of the park. But I love having all the trainers together in the park. That's the best thing. But from a gameplay thing, just trekking through the city is so much fun. Like
Yes.
super awesome.
Yeah, and there's like tons of different shops. You get all these different food carts. There's so many things you can do and see while you're walking. It just makes more sense.
So should New York not have another Go Fest? Should they have a city safari?
I think they should just have a city safari or bring it back to Philly. Bring it back to Philly. I want to see something in
But
Philly.
Philly for a city safari zone or a city safari? Now, the difference being a safari zone still requires a park. It requires a geo-fenced area within a park for the event, where a city safari will be like the entire city of New York or the entire city of Philly, which is a totally different vibe.
City safari.
I think that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see
I think if we're looking at a city safari zone, I think Alaska. It's either all daylight all the time, or it's
24-hour grind in Alaska,
or it's nighttime all the time.
No, man, they need to have something that's
like
reasonable.
just some place that's out of
But
this
why
world
not do it in the fall? Why not do it when the temperatures are
do
like
it in
70?
New Hampshire in the fall? Oh my gosh, like end of September, early October.
But
Ooh,
think
look
about
at
a
the
unique
trees.
place that's like not necessarily what you may think of, but that can have the capacity to host 30,000 people. Like they did, like Ocean City, Maryland.
Maine's
or
a big
like
state. Maine's a big state.
I don't know.
Just saying.
I think that they could get creative with their locations because they can clearly turn a blank park or a park that has one stop in every cell that may not be exciting for 30,000 people to play in. They can transform it into like this over-the-top experience like they did with Randall's Island.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter, but they just logistically have to be able to bring the people in. So
Well, Portland, Maine has a airport, so somewhere close to Portland. I don't know what parks they have, but
I think Maine seems like another planet for most of America, though. Like it seems just so remote.
I'm sure they have lobsters, like lobster,
rock lobster.
rock lobster.
It might. No, I think it's too remote. But
Well, that would bring.
But let us know where you would want to see it. I don't know. What do you?
Yeah,
what about anyone in the
comment.
studio audience? Where should we have the next?
Yeah,
Go
where
Fest?
should we have Go Fest?
Toronto, Canada.
Eh?
Canada makes sense because
Yeah, it
then
does.
like North America, but even like Mexico. But Mexico
Well,
had
wasn't
a
there
safari
a
zone.
city safari in Canada?
Nashville.
Yeah, Montreal.
Nashville would be cool.
Nashville. They already did.
No, but Nashville has so much for like tourism and
Yeah,
like
and they already did Worlds
man.
there, so I think that's
Nashville would be
that
cool.
could happen.
I think you nailed it. I think Nashville is the play. That would be really cool. But then give us a city safari in New York City. I think that's still
That's the play.
yeah. Oh,
That is the play.
Nashville, nice. Jamal with the pull. Nashville, I like it. I like it a lot. So let us know what you think. Let us know where you'd like to see it, and I don't know if you agree with Jamal or not. And you know, I don't think we need to have like too long a conversation about this, but next week is Global Go Fest. We have no time to prepare, no time to relax. People are going to forget to transfer. They're going to
The
be
bus ride home is the only time I have to go through my box.
Oh, and raid week, and the whole raid week. It's nonstop. There's no gaps. Like we've talked about the pacing for years with Pokemon Go, but this is like over the top. And we have the aquatic event going on right now with Ducklet, right? So
What the ducklet,
What
dude?
the duck? But we have that. We have raid week right into Go Fest. We have this other early hatch thing going on that they just announced that we'll talk about on the full show this week. But
Cheese and sprinkles.
there's a lot. There's a lot going on, and it's different for trainers in other countries that have had Go Fest 2 weeks ago or a month ago. We're having it 1 week after the other, so it's going to be a very busy week, and like people are still going to be sore. Like their feet are still going to hurt. They're going to like be still kind of sunburned and stuff like that. So
do we know if we'll be able to remote raid?
yeah, 20.
Okay. I meant like, can I get one from overseas for like a stack attack or something?
Yes,
like that? Okay.
yes.
All right. So just somebody send me a stack attack.
Yeah,
please.
so there will be
Please.
the UB regionals and stuff like that. But I think I just think the pacing is crazy for trainers that attended New York because there's no time to relax, there's no time to recover. So, you're going to have to clear your storage, figure out what you're doing with. What's Tuesday's spotlight hour? Do we have like a transfer bonus? No, right? I don't think it's but like, is it transfer on Tuesday? So transfer.
Why didn't I do that already?
All right, so Spotlight Hour is when you get rid of your legendaries.
Necrozmas.
Yeah.
Not that I should.
Sorry, Spotlight Pokemon, whoever it is on Tuesday. I'm not going to be catching you. I'm going to be.
What if it's like Sandy Gas?
I'm going to be transferring all my Necros. You have 72 Necrozma to transfer. That's crazy. Yeah,
I'm okay with that though.
Yeah, I'll pull up. I'll pull up for the video people. I'll pull up my haul here. Let's see. If I just put in shiny.
What's he got?
So I just traded Xander for the Pikachu, Clamperl, Chinchou. I caught a couple of the shiny Frillish. Finneon was really good. I needed that line, so I got both of those. I needed the Mantine. I caught a bunch of those. I got 2 of the Lapras with the bow.
I did not get big. A Lapras.
A couple shiny Necrozma. I did a couple trades.
I traded and did luckies for 2 of the shinies that I got. They were not.
They were not good?
They were not hunted.
Oh, the other surprise thing that was nice was being able to change Furfrou form to Lorraine, the French one. So that was pretty cool. Here's a lucky trade. Who did I do this with?
You know what I didn't do?
Tech.
I didn't evolve the shiny one into it.
Bro, we literally talked about that.
We did, and we were on the bus to GoFest.
I got the Eevee. I traded Trainer Spooky for one of the Eevees. The Oricorios, we got the Espeon and the Umbreon.
Oh, I got the Espeon and the Umbreon and both Eevee crowns.
Nice. And then the Ducklet line. Ducklet is a good shiny. That's a good looking shiny. I love it. I love the colors. But so what are your plans for global, Adam?
Well, I might come see you.
We're trying to make this happen.
But I don't know yet.
It's my birthday weekend.
It's an up in
Sunday
the air thing.
is the 14th. That's my birthday. You should come see me, and we should have a birthday party.
Birthday party?
Bring me cupcakes and chocolate from your job.
My job doesn't have cupcakes.
Ice cream. Bring me ice cream.
I can't bring.
Chocolate covered pretzels. Dry ice.
I'd have to freeze dry some.
Yeah. Do that.
Just kidding. I actually brought some.
You do? Oh,
I actually brought some. And
shout out to the Keller House. Adam always brings chocolate for everybody. It's the best. The second I see Adam, like right off the train, he hands me a bag of chocolate covered pretzels. It's become like the staple, which is absolutely amazing. But
his son started eating them.
It's GoFest, dude. It's been
GoFest.
amazing.
It's your birthday. It makes sense. I just got to figure out the logistics of it, but. Yeah,
Adam's gonna come. We're gonna make him come. It's gonna be great. Pause. Giggity. All that good stuff. Fantastic.
No, if we do go, we're going to Pete and Elda's. And
shout out to Pete and Elda's.
I'm gonna eat an entire pizza and get a T-shirt.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
Listen, it's a birthday for you, but it's like really I'm just celebrating with you. Like you're there, and I'm celebrating by eating a pizza. You know, you can eat your own pizza if you want to get a shirt. But
I will get my own shirt. But I don't know, man. I think that we can wrap this up. I think that we're all
we can wrap it up. Isn't there more to talk about?
What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
We're recording in 2 days.
What shinies did I get?
What did you get? Here, hold it up to the camera.
Hang on.
He was so mad about Shiny Necrozma. That's why he did so many raids.
All right, you probably can't see that.
You have this blue light thing going on your phone. Why don't you just fry your eyes like the rest of us?
I don't know. Is it gonna work?
Oh, the Oricorio, the Power Oricorio. You got some Shiny Unknown going on there too.
Yeah, I got the question mark. That was like a random.
That's nice.
I did get the Guzzlord.
Yep.
Oh god, I'm just ruining it.
The Espeon. All right, Adam got some good shinies.
I got the Amora. I was like,
Pancham in the wild was great too. That's solid.
And like the
Dude,
Flababy.
You got way more shinies than
me.
The
Flababy that was like orange.
Yeah.
Like that was a tough C. Like that was the grind. It was super bright and I could barely tell. A bunch of Golets. Got the Umbreon, Clamperl.
You got the Pancham too.
Rangaroo.
You got way more shinies than I did. Look at Shaman in there.
Oh, those are old.
Yeah, those are old.
Those are old.
But I don't know, everyone. We want to hear what you thought about GoFest New York. If you were there, if you didn't get to go, and you have GoFest global plans, let us know what they are. We're going to be recording midweek, kind of in preparation for GoFest Global, so we'll help you out there. We'll run through everything that you can expect. But Adam, it's good to hold on. Let me just ruin everything real quick. Hold on.
Can you just ruin?
We're gonna ruin
it all.
Everything.
Ruin it all.
I'm just gonna move my camera.
Should I move my camera?
Look. Wait, here we go. We're in the same room.
We're right
here.
Room.
It's amazing.
No way.
It's amazing.
Look at this. Look Look at
So,
them. They're so cute.
No, it's really good to see everybody.
I moved my camera.
Yeah, you broke it. But if that's
it.
a show, is that a show? I'm not even talking to the mic anymore.
I think that's a show.
Keep training, trainers.
Keep
Thanks
training.
so much.
Keep training,
Thanks, everybody
trainers.
here. We'll see you next week. Later.